In the quiet town of Greifswald, in the heart of East Germany, a footballing prodigy was born. This is the story of Toni Kroos, a boy who would become a maestro of the midfield. His journey began in the shadow of his father, Roland, a respected youth coach. From the moment he could walk, a ball was at his feet. The family home was steeped in the language of the beautiful game, and Toni, alongside his younger brother Felix, absorbed every lesson. He began his formal training at the local club, Greifswalder SC, before his prodigious talent led him to the renowned youth academy of Hansa Rostock in 2002. At Hansa Rostock, Kroos's progress was meteoric. His vision, technical ability, and footballing intelligence set him apart from his peers. He was a natural leader, playing in age groups far beyond his own. By 2006, at the tender age of 16, he was a sensation in German youth football. Scouts from all over Europe were circling, but it was the German giants, Bayern Munich, who made the decisive move. They recognized that they weren't just signing a talented teenager, they were signing the future of German football. He joined the Bayern youth team in the summer of 2006, and his impact was immediate. The 2007-08 season was an extraordinary one for the young Kroos. He was promoted to the senior team, and on September 26, 2007, his life changed forever. Against Energie Cottbus, at just 17 years and 265 days old, he made his Bundesliga debut. He wasn't just a substitute, he was an instant game changer. Within 18 minutes of coming on, he provided 2 assists for Miroslav Klose, showcasing a maturity and vision far beyond his years. He was, at the time, the youngest player to ever debut for Bayern in a competitive match. His impact wasn't limited to the domestic league. A month later, on his UEFA Cup debut against Red Star Belgrade, he was once again a late substitute, and once again, he delivered. He provided an assist for a close-range goal before scoring his first goal for the club with a powerful long-range shot in stoppage time, securing a dramatic 3-2 victory. It was a moment that announced his arrival on the big stage. Despite his brief flashes of brilliance, the season saw him make 20 appearances in total, but he was still a secondary figure in a squad full of established stars. The following season, 2008-09, proved to be a reality check. With a new coach and a deep squad, Kroos's playing time became limited. He needed regular first-team football to continue his development, and Bayern agreed. On January 31, 2009, he was sent on an 18-month loan to Bayer Leverkusen, a move that would prove to be the most crucial step in his career. At Leverkusen, Kroos found the perfect environment to flourish. Under the guidance of coach Jupp Heynckes, he was given the freedom and trust he needed. He made his debut in February and his first start in April, and it wasn't long before he began to show his true potential. The 2009-2010 season was his breakout. He became a permanent fixture in the midfield, playing in all but one of the team's Bundesliga matches. He had truly arrived. His performance in the second half of that season was nothing short of sensational. Between match days 16 and 20, he was a force of nature, scoring 5 goals and providing 4 assists. His performances earned him back-to-back Player of the Month awards from the prestigious German football magazine Kicker. Kroos finished the season with an impressive 9 goals and 12 assists in 33 league matches, cementing his status as one of the Bundesliga's most creative and effective players. He had transformed from a promising teenager into a bona fide star. The loan was a resounding success, and Bayern came calling for their man. Toni Kroos returned to Bayern for the 2010-11 season as a changed player. However, the path was not easy. He later admitted that he rued signing a contract extension at the time, feeling he wasn't getting the appreciation he deserved from the club's management. Despite this, he became a regular starter under Louis van Gaal, making 37 appearances across all competitions. But it was in the 2011-12 season, with his former mentor Jupp Heynckes now at the helm of Bayern, that he truly became the team's heartbeat. He formed a dynamic partnership in midfield with Bastian Schweinsteiger, dictating the tempo of games with his precise passing and incredible game-reading ability.
But while his personal influence grew, the season ended in collective heartbreak. Bayern finished runners-up in the Bundesliga to rivals Dortmund. Then they were defeated by Dortmund in the DFB Pokal final, a crushing 5-2 loss. The biggest blow, however, came in the Champions League final. Playing at their home stadium, the Allianz Arena, Bayern faced Chelsea. Despite dominating the match, they lost on penalties, a devastating defeat that left the players and the fans in tears. Kroos had played in all 3 of these painful finals. The pain of that season fueled the team's resolve. The 2012-13 season was all about redemption. Kroos was a key figure in Bayern's relentless pursuit of glory. The team was unstoppable, and Kroos was at the center of everything, pulling the strings from midfield. He had been a crucial part of the journey to the Champions League final. However, in April 2013, he suffered a serious muscle injury. It was a crushing blow, and he was ruled out for the rest of the season. He watched from the sidelines as his teammates finally lifted the Champions League trophy at Wembley. It was a moment of immense pride, but also one of deep personal sadness, as he couldn't be on the field to share in the ultimate triumph. Despite his injury, his 43 appearances and 10 goals that season had been instrumental in securing the historic treble. The 2013-14 season marked a new era at Bayern with the arrival of coach Pep Guardiola. Guardiola, a fan of Kroos' style of play, instantly made him an integral part of his system. Kroos flourished, adapting seamlessly to the new tactical demands and continuing to demonstrate his world-class ability. The team, under Guardiola, continued their dominance, securing a UEFA Super Cup, a FIFA Club World Cup, the Bundesliga, and the DFB Pokal. By the end of that season, Kroos had 51 appearances and had played a vital role in every triumph. However, off the field, a storm was brewing. Kroos' contract was set to expire in 2015, and negotiations for a new deal had begun. Kroos wanted a salary that reflected his status as a world-class player, a key figure in one of the best teams in the world. He was reportedly seeking a contract in the range of €10 million per year. The club, however, was reluctant to meet his demands. The turning point came in a meeting with the club's CEO, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. According to a documentary, Rummenigge allegedly told him, "We won't pay you any more than $10 million a year because you're not a world-class player." This statement was more than just a negotiation tactic. It was a profound blow to Kroos' confidence and a sign of a lack of respect from Kroos' perspective. The decision to leave was not simply about money, but about recognition. Kroos felt that he had done enough to prove his worth. He looked at players like his teammate Mario Götze, who were earning significantly more, and felt a deep sense of injustice. Despite Guardiola's personal desire to keep him, the relationship between Kroos and the Bayern board had fractured beyond repair. The die was cast. On July 17, 2014, the inevitable happened. Toni Kroos was sold to Real Madrid for a fee of €25 million. He left Bayern with 10 major titles, including 3 Bundesliga titles, a Champions League, and 3 German Cups. He closed a significant chapter of his life, leaving behind the club that had helped shape him, but ultimately failed to see his full value. For Kroos, a new adventure awaited, but his Bayern journey, a story of a boy who became a man and a player who became a legend, was complete.